So today's video is pre-challenge number 1 for Next Top Nail Artist. Our challenge was a 3D nail with a music theme. So I've done the Backstreet Boys, I've done Spice Girls. The only thing left was Eminem or Christmas music, and you pretty much covered the extent of the music that I listen to. You know, as much as I would have loved a Christmas nail in the middle of June, others might not share the same appreciation. So I scratched that idea. When I first sat down, I had no idea what I wanted to do, and I just kind of was like, whatever, I'll figure it out later. And then a couple hours later, the idea just popped into my head, like, I want this nail to play music. So I literally got in my car and drove straight to the store and came back and started working. So the inspiration for my nail was pretty much music itself. I mean, what better way is there to convey a music theme than with actual music? So to actually make my boombox play music, I went and got a recordable singing card and took it apart and played around with it to see how it worked. Once I had the parts I needed, I sized them out to make sure the boombox was big enough to fit each component inside. I used tinfoil to make a stencil to sculpt my boombox on. I put the piece of tinfoil inside a plastic bag and used black acrylic to sculpt the front of the boombox on. Once I had my front panel done, I created the rest of the pieces. 2 sides, the bottom, the top, and the back piece. I used gray acrylic to sculpt the knob that made the music play. I started off by gluing the circuit board onto the inside of the back panel. Once that had set, I glued the speakers to the back. I didn't put the speakers inside of the boombox because then the sound was too muffled and you couldn't hear the music. I double checked to make sure all the wires and pieces were secured. Then I began to put the box together. I attached all the panels with glue and then went in and filled the cracks with black acrylic. For the CD, I sculpted a disc shape with clear acrylic, painted it with silver gel polish, and added some holographic foil to give it a real CD look. I sculpted all of the pieces for the boombox on a piece of tinfoil, and once they were set, I began to assemble them onto the box. I used black Swarovski stones at the top for fun blingy buttons. For the actual nail, I started with the white base and then painted neon shapes with gel polish. This gave it more of an 80s, 90s boomboxy feel. Once that had cured, I attached the boombox and hand painted on some finishing details. I also added a wire handle and a fun spitting CD at the top in case you want to play on the turntables. And that was pre-challenge number 1. Make sure to check out all my social media sites. They'll be linked below. Thanks for watching.